Have you ever been at school or work or just lying around the house eating Halo Top ice cream when suddenly, lost in a daydream, you thought to yourself, what if two of my favorite fictional characters met each other? Would they be friends? Well, that's what this podcast is all about. It's one big fictional character royale and you're invited. Make our daydreams come true. This is Podcast Pals.
Guys and gals, our segments have no rationale. It's time for Podcast Pals.
Hello, roomies. Welcome to We Used to Live Together. I'm Hannah.
I'm Kris.
And we
used to live together. Are you ready to rumble? I hate us.
I'm hyped.
Are you ready for this episode?
Why?
Are you ready for this? You don't even know.
Podcast Pals.
You don't
coming
even
at you.
know what's happening in the ring today.
Ding, ding, ding. Is that what they do in wrestling?
Or in boxing?
Oh. Anywho, what's good, my dude?
I don't know if you heard the news, but they just, as of recording this episode, they just announced that there's going to be a little revival coming to town.
Yes.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
I'm talking about.
And you know everything's going to be a breeze and down in front of me. I can fix any problem with a side of the ease. Yes, please.
Wizards of Waverly Place. Wow, I didn't know you were that committed to that. I've actually only seen like half a dozen episodes. So I
loved that show and the movie.
I watched the movie. I did like the movie. They're reviving it for something.
Yeah.
Something's coming.
And we got Selena Gomez signed on. David Henry signed on.
I think almost all of them, right?
Yeah.
So if there are any Wizards of Waverly Place fans out there, let us know. What do you think about this? Should shows be revived? Huh. Should any show or movie? Well,
here's what I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I'm okay with.
Okay.
I'm okay with them reviving this Wizards of Waverly Place. I just wish it wasn't Disney. I wish we got like a HBO version.
Oh my! Imagine
like they're gonna be adults. Like I want to know what they're doing.
F-bombs and sex.
Because that's what happened with Lizzie McGuire. It was supposed to happen, but then Hillary backed off because she didn't like the direction.
Oh, it was like more of an adult theme. Okay.
No, she wanted it to be.
Oh, she wanted it to be, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like I've always dreamt that they would revive Camp Rock, but it would be like the rated R version.
Oh man, should we pitch this to Disney?
Yeah. Hey Disney.
Hey Disney, sponsor us. Okay, so you're against.
Yeah, I just feel like it's not like remember Fuller House. Fuller House.
Yeah.
Trash.
I never watched it, but I heard it was not good.
No.
But people liked it for the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like this battle of like nostalgia versus let's make something completely brand new. Let's rebrand this show, this movie, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm all about the rebranding if it's good.
Yeah.
Because a few years ago, they came out with Power Rangers, the movie. Again, it was like a remake of that. It was not good.
Yeah.
Like it was like edgier and darker, but like not really good.
Yeah.
So if you're going to rebrand, I hope it's good. Otherwise, like, well, one, don't do it at all.
Right.
Or just stick with what you know. Just work, lean into the nostalgia if you're not going to like make it a good rebrand, you know?
Yeah.
But I am interested in this because I like Selena.
I love
We're fans of Selena. But yeah, revivals in general to me, I think like just make new stuff. Like, why can't Hollywood just make new content?
Yeah.
Has everything been done?
Like, you guys make a lot of money, so just, like, use your brains.
Like, hire new writers, young writers.
Yeah.
Let's come up with new ideas.
Yeah.
Let's not rehash anything that's already been made.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm dreading / looking forward to the day someone remakes The Sound of Music.
Because you know it's going to happen.
You know, they're going to do it. I mean, that came out in 1965. So... It's been really a long time.
Yeah.
Well, and they did it a little bit with Carrie Underwood. Remember when she did it with the...
Well, yeah, and they did it with like West Side Story.
Oh,
recently.
they did West Side Story recently, right? So, but how are you going to replace Julie Andrews?
I know.
Like, you got to find someone really good to be Maria Von Trapp.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, yes, but also no.
Yeah.
You know, for revivals.
Totally. But I'm excited because Wizards
you're
was my jam.
Apparently you're a huge fan. Did you watch every episode?
Everything
Did you watch? I think I only
seems.
watched the arc where Mason was her boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
And he's like a werewolf or whatever. Spoilers,
no,
sorry.
I was a Disney Channel kid.
Yeah.
And probably until like middle school, high school, I watched.
Until I was in my 20s.
And I mean, I still watch.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I loved Wizards.
That's one of your
favorites.
go-to. Okay.
Besides Lizzie McGuire. Lizzie McGuire was always my favorite.
Yeah.
Wizards, so good.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's good, my dude?
What's good with me? In connection with Selena Gomez.
Oh.
I don't know if you've heard of our friend Taylor
Swift.
Yeah. I got some Swiftie clownery theories coming at you.
I know you're heavy on the Swift talk.
You didn't know
No, what?
that I'm on Swift talk?
No, I'm saying I know you are.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. I'm like, I know you are, so I know that you're first. Whenever there's a conspiracy theory, you're like on the front lines.
I think something's going down.
What's going down?
Okay. So, she's in the process of re-recording all her albums.
Correct.
I think we're going to be getting a Reputation Taylor's version announcement soon.
What?
And here is why.
Tell me why.
All of her friends on Instagram, like all of her close friends, I'm talking Ryan Reynolds, I'm talking Blake Lively, I'm talking Gigi Hadid.
Wait, she's friends with all these people?
Yes.
Like close friends?
Yes.
With Ryan Reynolds?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. When you said Ryan Reynolds, in my head, I was picturing Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
And I was like, since when are Ryan Gosling and Taylor Swift friends? But no.
I'm talking her boyfriend, Travis Kelce. I'm talking Brittany Mahomes.
Okay.
I'm talking everybody in her circle right now.
In her circle.
Has changed their Instagram profile pictures to a black and white version.
You think she told them, like, hey guys, would you be willing to?
Either she's playing the most massive prank or something is going down. Because honestly, if I had that much power, I would totally do shit like that.
And really, they don't, it's like you just have to talk to their social media team.
Yeah.
Like, hey, can you guys do this?
Yeah.
So it's easy enough to do.
Yeah. So when you go like on her like followers.
Wait, I kind of want to see.
Like just search. You'll
Okay.
see all of these people have switched their profile
Okay.
pictures to be black and white.
Okay.
And if you're familiar with Taylor's Reputation era,
I am.
When she announced that she was releasing Reputation,
Okay.
she wiped out all social media. Everything was black and
I do
white,
remember
like
that.
a newspapery theme.
Yeah.
So it's just very weird.
Should I just search Blake Lively?
Yeah. Search Blake Lively. Search Killa Trav. search
Blake
them all.
Lively. It is black and white.
Look, I have
Hannah.
a whole screenshot.
I love that you have this ready to go. Okay, so Kelsey Ballerini? Wow. Austin Swift, her brother?
Yeah.
Okay, so something's up.
Something's up. I don't know when we would get the announcement.
When did you find this out? Just
This
recently?
morning. This is what I woke up to.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see
You're
what
probably,
happens.
I mean, the Swifties are hardly ever wrong about
I know.
things, so you're probably right.
It's just
that's
a big
exciting.
shift.
When this pod gets big enough, do you think we could do stuff like that? Where we tell
Yeah.
our roomies, like,
Yes.
we tell our roomies, hey, change your profile pics to
And
like...
we wipe all social media. We rebrand.
we rebrand.
When we enter into our Reputation era.
Yikes. It's like instead of like fun episodes, we just do like super edgy and like we're planning like bank heists and like murders.
Yes. That's
You're
totally...
too enthusiastic
No.
about this, or you just love a brand.
I just love a brand. I love a
You love a
rebranding.
theme. You love a theme.
I love a theme.
Yeah. Speaking of themes, one of our best themes, we're back with Podcast Pals. If you don't recall how this works, we have each written 3 fictional characters, and we each have one alternate just in case.
Yeah.
In the very rare circumstance that we have a repeat character, we have our alternates. But we have our 3 fictional characters. We put them all in the bowl. We do 3 rounds, and we ask ourselves, hey, would these guys be pals?
Yeah.
How would they exist in the same room together? Like, what would the vibe be? So
I feel giddy. I'm excited. I
And
don't
we
know if it's
each-
because I'm so hungry,
Well,
but I'm so
dude, I'm
giddy.
starving. Okay. We each had when in picking our characters, we each had a theme this time around.
Yeah, which I'm convincing we have the same
We don't
theme.
have the same theme, Hannah. Like,
Wait, so are you going to reveal your theme or at the end we'll guess each other's themes?
well, mine's gonna be pretty easy. Yeah,
Mine's gonna be easy?
Let's guess at the end. Okay, so we start each Podcast Pals episode by revealing our characters.
Yes.
Before putting them in the bowl. So, you want to go first?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
My first character,
Mhm.
Katara.
Katara from the Water Tribe?
Yes.
From The Last Airbender?
Mhm.
Okay. My first one, Princess Tiana
Okay.
from The Princess and the Frog.
Okay. Second, Leslie Knope
Okay.
from Parks and Rec.
No, I don't know what theme you're going with.
I know what theme you're going with.
My second character, Princess Leia
I'm dead.
from the Star Wars universe.
Actually, okay. Final. Okay, Sansa Stark or Sansa Stark?
Either one.
Sansa Stark.
Sansa
Game
Stark.
of Thrones.
Wow. My last one, Princess Buttercup from The Princess Bride.
Oh.
You know, you've seen The Princess Bride.
Once, but okay.
I'll walk you through
Yeah.
it. Okay, try to guess our
Disney. No, princesses.
princesses.
Is yours.
Yes.
Okay.
Your theme is women in power.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, powerful women.
Powerful women. Wow.
So they're kind of the same.
They're kind of the same.
Because those princesses are badass
We
too.
have an all-girl cast.
I love that. Was your alternate also in your theme, or did you?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Mine was not.
Okay, because
But
we kind of.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's not reveal our alternates.
No, because we might use them later.
Yes.
But
we have an all-female cast
I love
this time
that.
around. So we're going to shake up the bowl for
Yes.
round one. And we're each going to pick a character from the bowl. And we're just going to ask ourselves, would these guys be pals? Would these gals,
gals
be pals?
yes.
Okay, wait. I really want to do a good job shaking it
good
up this
shake.
time because last time I feel like
Do you
we
want to
didn't.
do it so like if we get two of mine, we just redraw?
We just redraw? Maybe we should do
Okay.
that. Okay.
We'll switch it up. We're still
Yeah.
learning.
We're being flexible.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
ready?
so spontaneous.
Okay. Let's not get into that right now. Go ahead.
Okay. Katara.
Okay. Princess Tiana.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, give a little background intro to your...
Okay.
'Kay.
So I had never watched an animated series before,
Wait, truly?
truly, until my roommates.
This is such a good one, too.
I know.
It's such a good show.
So you guys convinced
Yeah.
me when we lived together. We
Yes.
used to live together.
We used to live together.
To watch Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Yes.
and I was like, I poo-pooed it for a long time. I was like, I'm not watching this
You're
show.
like,
This
cartoons?
Is, yeah, this
I'm
is ridiculous.
too old for cartoons.
But wow, is it a good show?
It's a great show.
And honestly, this could have been my What's Good, my dude, but I'm rewatching it.
Are you?
So I am in the middle of rewatching the whole series.
Wow.
And I loved Katara
Mm-hmm.
in the first time I watched it, but rewatching it, this girl's a queen.
We love
She
her.
is a baddie.
We love her.
And I love her. And so she is a part of the
Water
Water
Tribe.
Tribe. And she befriends Aang on his journeys.
Yeah.
And she has a lot of growth. And
Her character arc is very good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I just really love her spirit.
Yeah, she's spunky.
She's
I like
spunky.
because she was actually the last waterbender
Uh-huh.
in her community.
Yeah.
because they took her mom. So
And I
sad.
just love like how she's like both. They didn't put her in a box,
no.
which I like was scared about because this show came out. I mean, when did it premiere?
Oh,
even?
early 2010s
Yeah.
maybe.
So I was kind of nervous that like they weren't gonna give her the space to be like a strong female character.
Yeah.
But wow, was I wrong, because she really owns it.
The writing in the show is surprisingly ahead of its time.
ahead of its time, yeah.
I'm gonna look up exactly just so we don't get an email saying you guys are dumb.
But yeah, because she's so good at like being like this fierce warrior.
Yeah.
And then she's also a really good friend, a really good sister. She loves deeply. She cares
Yeah.
about people deeply.
She does.
So I really enjoy that.
Okay. I am mistaken. It aired in 2005.
Wow.
So 2005 to 2008 was the original airing of Avatar: The Last Airbender. So really ahead of its time for creating such a powerful female character.
Yeah. And I love Mae Whitman, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that's her.
Yeah.
Okay. Princess Tiana. Have you seen The Princess and the Frog? Yeah. It's, first of all, she was, I don't know if she was marketed as this, but she is the first Black Disney princess. Is that correct? Right?
I think so.
I think she is.
Yeah.
And can I just say, before, like 10 to 15 years before this ever came out, before like all the conversations about having a Black Disney princess, I had already come up with this idea of like, hey, there's no Black Disney princess. I'm gonna like write this movie.
So Disney
owes me.
You.
Yeah. They robbed me. And it wasn't the same story, obviously, but I will say that the voice actor that I chose for my Disney princess, Beyonce Knowles.
Queen.
Because she can do the lines and sing the songs. Yeah. So
who voices Tiana?
She's actually a Broadway actress who does it. I'm going to look it up because I don't want to get the name wrong.
She was Justin and Kelly?
From Justin and Kelly?
Great film.
Is it? Please hold while I pull this up. Okay, Princess and the Frog, that came out in 2009. And the actress is... Oh my gosh. Okay. Anika Noni Rose.
Oh, okay.
Or Anika Noni Rose. Okay. So she's actually a Broadway singer or actress.
Nice.
So
she has got pipes.
She's got a great voice.
Yeah.
Oh, she was in Dreamgirls.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Well, anyway, so Princess Tiana, what I like most about her, she's so hardworking. Mm-hmm. Like she's a woman of the people, you know? And so this came out when I was working at Mimi's Cafe, and she had a restaurant, or she was working at a restaurant in the movie. And the line in the song, like the opening song, Almost There, she sings this line, and what they're showing on screen is like she's working really hard by herself and all her friends are out like having fun. I like felt that in my soul.
Yeah.
Because like it reminded me of like, man, I'm over here like serving tables, but like all my friends are like just like having fun elsewhere.
Yeah.
So that's what connected me with her. It was like, hey girl, we're on the same.
Yeah.
We're the same.
Yeah.
So.
And that's one of your favorite songs, right?
Almost. You're going to call me out on
the
Spotify?
Oh yes. Your Spotify Wrapped. Where was that song?
It was, so my Spotify Wrapped like 2 or 3 years ago, it was like in my top 5 songs, that song. And when I saw it, I was like, oh no, how many times did I listen to that song? Almost There, which is a great song.
It's a great song.
So, and then she becomes a frog, blah, blah, blah. She marries a prince. But what I like about this movie, it's not about that. Like, it's not about marrying the dude or like, it's her own like character arc, and her own believing in herself and her own dream of like opening her own restaurant.
Yeah.
So, have you seen it? It's kind of a sad movie.
It is.
When the Firefly, I forget his name, but it's sad.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but it came out in 2009, so I feel like we could talk about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, Princess Tiana.
Okay.
Would Princess Tiana and Katara be pals?
Gal pals.
I
think so.
I think so too.
I think they have that same drive.
Yeah.
Right? They have like a goal. They both have a goal they're working towards.
Totally.
And they're willing to do what it takes to achieve it. You know what I mean?
They are. And they both care so deeply.
Yes.
They're so passionate about what they believe in. And Katara, and they would do anything for their friends.
Yes. They're extremely loyal.
Yes. because Katara went with Aang all the way through. I mean, they went through that whole journey together.
Yeah.
So, and Tiana, I mean, I think what she had to learn is she had to let people in, and really trust in her friends.
Yeah.
You know. So, are we saying they would be pals?
They'd be pals. And as I'm thinking about this star-studded cast of powerful women we have, I'm like, all of these women.
They would all be because empowered women empower women. Like we always say, empowered women empower women. Wow. Okay, well, that's the end of the episode.
Okay, thanks for coming.
I guess maybe we should be asking, like, how are they spending a night on the town?
Like, what's their girls' night out gonna look like?
Yes! What does a girls' night out look like for Katara and Tiana?
Okay, so where are they?
Are they in New Orleans?
Yeah, or are they?
Or are they in the Earth Kingdom? They're in the Earth Kingdom. Well, let's just say they're in New Orleans because I feel like it's more fun.
Yeah, for a girls' night out, New Orleans.
You've
been. So
I have been.
You're
to
familiar with the scene.
I would say they're hitting up the nightlife.
Okay.
They're hitting up Bourbon Street.
Oh.
They're getting drinks.
Yes.
Okay? They're having fun. They're dancing. Because Katara, even though I think Katara can sometimes be like a very serious character, she has a fun side.
She's fun. What's the age difference between them?
Who?
Katara and Tiana.
Katara's like 14. Tiana's like
so they're getting drinks.
24.
Perfect.
They're 10 years apart, but like Tiana's like her older sister.
Yeah.
Like she's gonna show her the ropes.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe they wouldn't do like bars, but like she would show her like around her
music
hometown.
Scene.
Oh,
yeah.
Come on, yes, totally. Music. They'd be singing karaoke.
Maybe they eat at Tiana's restaurant.
Yes.
They have like a cozy little night there, and then they go to like a
karaoke place and do just some singing.
So fun. Oh, Tiana is 19.
Tiana,
so they're not that far.
Thank you, producer.
Okay. Only 5 years.
So neither of them are drinking.
Yeah.
Tiana's 19. Katara's 14. So they're just a couple of teen girls.
I think just having fun around the city.
It's a city. Yeah. It's a city night.
Now, if they were in the Earth Kingdom.
If they were in the Earth Kingdom, what would they be doing? They're buying cabbages.
Drinking tea.
They're drinking tea. Yeah. They drank tea there. They're playing Pai Show.
Honestly, I think Tiana would be down for anything.
Oh, come on. Yeah. She's ready for anything. Yeah. That girl.
Do you think, oh my God, what is Katara's brother's name? Frick.
Oh, Sokka.
Oh yeah. Do you think he falls in love with Tiana?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember when he fell in love with the moon?
Oh yeah.
Like his girlfriend became the moon.
Honestly, that episode made me tear up.
That was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Like, hey, where's your girlfriend? Oh,
she's
the moon.
You see that bright thing in the sky, and they're like, calm down. We know you love her.
But yeah, Sokka would for sure be in love with Tiana. I mean, just hearing her sing for the first time.
I know.
It's like, wow.
I love this universe where this crossover.
Okay, maybe at the end we do a one big gal pal blow, like they all go out.
Yes.
Okay. Round two. Okay, go.
Sansa
Stark. Princess Leia.
Wow.
These are the stars are aligning.
Yeah.
For one, both royalty.
Yes. I'm gonna need your help talking about both of these characters a little bit, but let me give you how I feel about Sansa. Ahead. So I'm going to be very clear. I have not watched Game of Thrones in its entirety.
Okay.
This is my journey with Game of Thrones. I have seen seasons 1 through 3, 6 through 8.
Okay, so you didn't do 4 and 5.
No. So I started watching, because when did season 8 come out? Or as Tony say, when is season 8 coming out?
We don't, at least in our house, or back when we used to live together at our house, we didn't acknowledge season 8 because we thought it didn't do the show justice.
Right. But it came out during the pandemic? No, before.
No, I think we were already living together.
Right.
Yeah. So it was like 2020. Okay. So it was like early 2020.
Okay. Yeah. So I wanted to be up to date for the last season, but Lorenzo said, because listeners, I'm a very anxious person, and some of the stuff in the earlier seasons were very hard for me to watch.
Yes.
So
quite graphic.
Yeah. Lorenzo was like, let's just start from season 6 and then you'll be caught up to season 8,
because you wanted to watch it with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, I mean, I know I'm missing like a middle chunk, but after we finished season 8, I went back
and watched.
Because I was very desensitized to the violence. I was
by the end of it, listeners, by the end of season 8, Hannah was out for blood.
I was like, gouge his eyes
she
out.
She was like, burn the city.
city.
Burn the city, dude. Like, I don't care. Burn the city.
Yeah, it was a wild.
And all of us were like, all our heads turned and we're like, I'm on the couch like, who are you?
Dude, I'm team Daenerys. I'm a ride or die. She did nothing wrong. Anyway. That's his time. That's another conversation. So after I finished that, I was like, oh, maybe I could. And I was really curious about the story. Or like I wanted to see everyone's character development. So we went back. And so it's really interesting like seeing Sansa like kind of like a bratty teenager.
Yeah, she was very young in the first season.
To see how she like turns into this incredibly powerful force. So I am, and I do want to finish. I want to see everything.
Watch seasons 4 and 5.
Yeah. I want to see everything.
Yeah.
But I think it's just been really cool to see how she evolves.
Yeah.
And in those last seasons, she's just so
she's a baddie.
Regal.
Yeah.
So intelligent. So loyal.
I think, I don't know, I've never read the books, but I think just from watching the show, I think she's meant to kind of be a like the fans are not supposed to like her in the beginning, and then as you see all the trauma that she endures,
she goes through so much,
and like her family's torn apart, and like she's out here trying to keep her family home together, and all her siblings are all over, and then when they finally reunite, I think she's a different person.
Yeah,
you know, and you see this arc of a character where in the beginning, she's like a brat, but by the end you're like, yes, she's my queen.
Yeah. And one like thing I think that sets her apart, at least from like, you know, the women we have here, is she is kind, but she's so strong. She doesn't like give off like the bubbly, like you don't get that like enthusiasm.
She's a very stoic
lady. And it's so powerful.
Like people are afraid of her.
Yes. Yeah. So it is interesting like with this mix, because I feel like a lot of these other characters kind of have that like
more of a brighter
sparky. She's just very like, this is business.
Yeah. Well, she grew up in Winterfell.
Yeah.
It's like a very kind of cold environment that she grew up in. So of course she's gonna be like, you know, she's like an ice queen.
Also, Sophie Turner.
Sophie Turner. She's a hottie.
She can get it. I mean, would you say?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Princess Leia, you could say.
Yeah, she can also get it.
She's another one where you see her, especially with the newer films of the new Star Wars films, you can see she starts out, well, actually right off the bat, she's actually a very strong character, like a strong female character, because she, like you see her like shooting her blasters and like fighting against the Empire. I think from the very first movie, A New Hope, have you seen all of them?
Yes.
Okay. You can already tell like she's not your regular princess. And I think that's what George Lucas was going for. Like she's not going to be your regular princess that needs rescuing. She's actually going to be doing the rescue. Yeah. She's going to be fighting for her people. Yeah. So very loyal to the rebels who are fighting against the Empire, and she's so excuse me also very intelligent, like military strategy. Yes. And beyond that, like just as a person, you can see it in her interactions with Luke and Han Solo, her lover Han. You can see that there's a heart behind all, and I think it's the same with Sansa. It's like on the outside, these are like hard women, you know, and they're not going to they're not gonna let you walk all over them. But at the heart of it, they do have a heart, and they're so passionate for their cause and for the people that they love. They're fighting for them. So, Princess Leia, up until her death in the later films, just hardcore military lady. Like she's out there on the front lines leading her people. Yeah. So, and I think for both of them, like what does a girls' night out look like for
I was gonna say like, well, to catapult and back handspring off of what you were saying. Yeah. So I came into Star Wars late in the game. I hadn't seen it until Lorenzo and I got married. So going into it, I had the same exact thought I had with Katara. Like I was like, are they gonna actually give Leia the space to be like a strong woman, or is it gonna be like she's just there for? Because the only thing
eye candy.
the only thing I knew was like that bikini.
Oh,
scene.
the gold bikini.
Yes,
iconic.
So I was like, is that just like?
Is that her whole character?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. No.
And so when we are talking about both of them, I'm like, I don't know if they would be pals, but I think they would have so much respect for each other. And I think that they would defend each other. They would be aligned on what they wanted to accomplish.
Totally.
But I don't because I think both of these...
It's not in their personality.
Yeah, I think both of these characters are so specific of who they allow themselves to love and like into their circle that I don't think they're the type of people to be like, oh, you're my new best friend.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I don't... Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes, their personality types and just even their the way they go about doing things. It's like they're very calculated and like they're not going to be friends with her just because oh, I just met you, let's be friends.
Exactly.
No, it's like, okay, cool, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
like we can be on the same team, but like I'm on a mission.
We have things to take care of.
Exactly.
We're not going out.
We're
not hitting up downtown Winterfell. Okay, we have a war to prepare for.
So there's no girls' night out.
I don't think so.
It's more of like a maybe they can have what maybe like a regal, like a diplomatic dinner.
Yeah.
Like, hey, like your kingdom and my kingdom, we're working towards the same thing. Let's form an alliance.
Yes,
like
that's what it would be.
Yes,
that's what it would be.
It would be an alliance dinner. Like we always say, an alliance dinner.
We love an alliance.
We love an alliance
dinner. Should we have an alliance dinner?
We're having one right now. Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. No, that's good. So they wouldn't necessarily be,
pals, but there'd be a lot of respect.
Oh, so much respect.
I love that for them.
Love that for them. Round 3. Okay.
We know. This one's going to be wild, I feel. Leslie, nope.
Princess Buttercup.
Okay.
Let me go first, just to give you a refresher.
Give me a refresher, because I have not seen this film in probably 10 years.
The Princess Bride, it's a romantic comedy, but set in like a medieval Renaissance type era. It's actually it's set in the 1980s, but like the Fred Savage character, he's a little kid, and his grandpa comes when he's taking a sick day from school. So the grandpa comes and reads him this book called The Princess Bride. And that's what the story, like the bulk of the movie is him reading about these characters, right? So Princess Buttercup starts out actually not a princess. She is actually just like a regular gal on a farm. And I think she's like the farmer's daughter. And there's a farmhand, like a farm boy who works on that farm. So they're both like young, attractive like people who live on this farm. And the guy Wesley is her love interest at that time. While they're on the farm. And then he always, the line like "as you wish." That's his like famous line, because he would always be kind of like mean to her. So this is why like this is the personality I'm getting from Buttercup. She's kind of like entitled and snobby. And like she thinks she's better than Wesley because like she's like the farmer's daughter and he's just like the helper or like the farmhand or whatever. So she's always like bossing him around, and he's always like "as you wish." But I think really that was her form of like flirting. It's like me bossing you around.
Yeah.
Like that's me telling you that like I like you. And of course Wesley was so open. He was already like, dude, I'll do anything for you. Like just tell me. So but eventually Wesley goes away. He goes out to the seas and he goes like on a boat and goes away. And then Buttercup eventually marries Prince Humperdinck.
Oh.
And he's kind of like a douche.
Yeah.
He's like a big D-bag.
Yeah.
So that's how she becomes Princess Buttercup. Is she marries this? I think they are married. Yeah, because she's a princess. So it like flashes forward to when she's already a princess and she's gonna marry. Maybe they're gonna get married. I think that's what it is. They're not married yet. But why do they call her Princess Buttercup?
Maybe because she will be.
She will be.
Yeah.
Okay. So, she is gonna marry him, but then swoops in the Dread Pirate Roberts. And the Dread Pirate Roberts is this like pirate like character who's like sassy and funny and like cheeky. And little does Buttercup know, it's actually her long lost Wesley. that is this guy, he's rebranded.
We love a rebrand.
We love a rebrand. Dread Pirate Roberts. And so it's like, the story is like, she befriends these characters, or he does, and then they all end up together in the end, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But the point is, for this episode, Princess Buttercup, she's kind of snobby and entitled, but I think she's only doing that to hide who she really is.
Like it's a survival mechanism, kind of? Or
like she's not in tune with herself, really. Like she hasn't fully embraced who she is as a person.
Yeah.
And I think she could benefit from just like opening
therapy?
up. Well, yeah, from therapy, but also just like from just being herself.
Yeah.
Like be yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't have to like hide the fact that, and well, when it's Prince Humperdinck, she is actually pretty vocal about like not wanting to marry him. But like I would say my advice to her is like, be true to yourself, and like don't be afraid to show who you are.
Yeah.
Because it'll just be a lot easier for you.
Yeah.
Like imagine like they could have had all that time on the farm to like be in love and like spend all that time together, you know? So
yeah.
that's Princess Buttercup.
Okay. Well, very similar.
Leslie Knope.
We have Leslie Knope from Parks and Rec, who is probably my favorite character.
Can I say?
Yeah.
Leslie Knope is in my top 5 favorite fictional characters ever across all universes.
Yes.
Because I love her so much, her personality and what she stands for.
Yes. She's just everything. She's so hardworking, so passionate.
What I love about her is she's so considerate. She's so kind.
Loves
to people. She's
deeply.
So loving. Yes.
Yeah. And she's loyal.
Yes.
She's loyal to her people. And just the whole like I know this is it. I feel like I'm gonna get emotional, but it's like Pawnee, right? Like they
Pawnee, Indiana.
Yeah, they make it like it's just this trash hole of a place, right? But she
loves it so much,
and will do anything to make it a better place for her community.
Yep.
And she's so kind. She's so funny, and just like her work ethic, seeing like how she plans things, how she puts on these like festivals and like things like that in the community. I relate to her in some level, you know, like it just, I felt like, oh, I can see myself in her in some situations, you know, and then just seeing her relationships with all of her friends and Ben and like, and how like her relationship with Ben, like how they balance each other out and her and Anne, like she is just such a tender character. And I know there's like a thing, I've never really seen The Office, but I know that there's like a thing where it's like you either love The Office or you love Parks and Rec. And
I think you can love both, but
you can both things can be true.
Both can be true.
Anyway, I was like, I loved Leslie Knope from the pilot episode, her pushing the homeless guy down the slide. Like I love her.
I love her relationship with Ron. I think that's probably my favorite because it's they're so opposites, but there's a love there that goes deeper than like the politics or whatever at work. So, and they both really care about each other. So that scene where she sets up his birthday dinner with the steak, it's like just him, the steak, and he's just like, this is what he wanted. You know? And like the scene that sticks out in my mind about Leslie is, I don't remember which episode or what event they were putting on, but it was like, I think it was like one of the big fairs they were putting on, and she leaves somebody else in charge, maybe Ben. Yeah. And she gives him a list of things because she's sick. I think she's sick.
Yeah, she has the flu.
She has the flu, and she says, all right, you need to follow this list exactly or things are going to go to crap. Yeah. So, and then one of the things on the list was bring beer to the guys who do the trash or whatever, who take out the trash. Yeah. And Ben doesn't do that. And so the trash doesn't get taken out. And I'm like, I love that she knows people and she reads people so well. Yeah. That like she knows this one act of kindness will reciprocate for her, and that this will make the event run so much smoother. Yeah. And the fact that he didn't do that, this like simple thing, like, hey, buy a pack of beer for these guys. Yeah. And they'll help you out. Yeah. So simple, right? But the impact was so huge on the event because now like you have all this trash everywhere. Then nothing got done, you know? Yeah. So that's one of my most favorite things about her is she knows she can read a room. She knows kind of like I don't want to say like what buttons to push, but like she knows like what activates people,
Yeah,
you know, and it's
yeah.
like let me help you so that we can help each other, you know. So
Yeah.
that's, do you agree?
Yeah, sorry, I know it's not a Parks and Rec episode,
it's
but
not.
another relationship that I love and where I really like see her like mentor side come out is with April.
Yes.
And like that
Yeah.
hard shell that April is,
Yes.
and just how Leslie believes in her so deeply and wants her to accomplish all of her dreams and reach her potential.
Yeah.
Like,
and April is so reluctant to do it.
Yes.
She's dragging her feet, but she knows that Leslie has her best interest at heart.
and I think I don't know if it's the last season or the season before last when April's like thinking of taking the job in Washington, and they have that moment on the
Hannah, you make me tear up.
Leslie,
Oh no,
she's just the best.
Yeah,
she's just
she's
the
one of my
best.
favorites.
Yeah, so
we have Princess Buttercup and Leslie Knope.
So how you described
Yeah.
Buttercup, very April-esque.
Yes, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
truly. So she would have more of a mentoring
I think
role.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that I love Leslie. She reminds me a lot of Ted Lasso in the way that I think
yes,
and
totally.
in the way that I think that like anybody is gonna cave and love them.
Yes.
No matter what kind of shell
they can
you
always
put-
win people over.
Yes.
And no matter how long it takes, it could be a long con.
Yeah,
dude.
totally.
It could take months,
Yeah.
but eventually you're gonna love
You're
them.
breaking. Yeah, you're gonna break down. Yeah. So I think it's like that same energy of
Yeah.
like Leslie Knope would break Buttercup
Yeah,
down
in a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah.
And really support her and
Yeah.
empower her
Totally. To be the best princess she
version,
could be.
of herself.
Totally. So they're not gonna be pals right away.
No. Buttercup is gonna like
She's actually gonna resent her a little bit in the beginning. Like, who are you?
Why are you here?
Yeah.
Why are you being friends with everybody in my
kingdom?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
But eventually Buttercup is gonna see the value in Leslie as a friend and as a mentor.
What do you think Princess Buttercup would do when she goes to Pawnee for the first time?
Well, okay, so she grew up on a farm, so I feel like
that's true.
She
Yeah.
can hang with like the country folk.
Yeah.
Like she can hang. Like she's down for anything. But also she's a princess now, and I feel like that has elevated her tastes a little bit. So it's like I could see her, like she wouldn't care about her surroundings, but I could see her like looking down on people.
Yeah.
You know, and just
Yeah.
kind of feeling like I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Like this is where I came from. You know, I feel like that's a mentality.
Yeah.
Like this is what I came from. This is where I am now.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm better than you.
Yeah.
But Leslie, right off the bat, she'll be like, no, that's not how it works around here.
I'm picturing like, okay, they're at like Buttercup's castle. Does she have a
Yeah.
castle?
Yeah.
And Leslie like is gonna plan this whole like girls sleepover party. You know?
Yes.
And like if you're familiar, if you've seen Princess Diaries 2.
With Raven Simone.
Yes, on
the mattress.
Mia's like bachelorette party is what I'm picturing. Like they're just like having like Leslie's planned this whole thing, and Buttercup's just like sitting there.
Yes,
and like Leslie's forced her to wear a hat, dress up, and like eventually at the end of the night you get a little glimpse of Buttercup.
Yes,
you know. And
wow.
that's the first turn. That's the first turn.
Yeah.
Well, that's the first time we see Buttercup letting her guard down.
Yes. You've captured it perfectly. I think, like, say less. Yeah. That's it. That's the movie writes itself. Yeah. That's exactly right.
This was fun.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, I didn't mean to end it.
That's the...
I didn't mean to end it.
Let's end with this.
Did you have more to say?
No.
Okay.
That's it. I think that's it. Let's end with this. With these female characters.
This cast.
Like what does an event look like? Like is Leslie throwing like a
alliance dinner?
Leslie's throwing an alliance dinner. But she's like,
because that's the only way Sansa's gonna.
Oh yeah, totally. But what they don't know is that Leslie has planned actually much more than an alliance.
Oh
dinner,
yeah,
right.
Yeah,
it's like that's how it starts.
Yes.
But before long, it's like what's happening? Where are we?
She has games.
She's got games
planned.
There's a band. There's a live band. She's catering from JJ's Diner.
Yes, karaoke for sure. Karaoke. Well, where would it be even? Like I just feel like Sansa's gonna want it.
At Winterfell?
Yeah.
No.
Do you think Sansa's gonna travel?
If it's for an alliance dinner, she would.
Okay.
She would travel. But imagine all these people in Pawnee.
Honestly, though, Leslie would be able to get a good deal on like a community center for this alliance dinner.
And it's like all her friends are the servers. It's just it's like Andy and April and Ron
and they're
Ben.
so scared of Sansa.
Yeah, they're just they're intimidated by everyone because it's like royalty and all these people, and it's like I can just imagine Andy just being like a silly guy in there. Oh man.
And April is like
April hates all of them, or she's becomes one of them. Right? I could see that. She's like she sits at the table with them.
Tom is just trying to like.
And Tom's trying to riz them up.
Everybody up. Okay, yeah, it's in Pawnee.
It's in Pawnee.
So Leslie sends out this formal invitation. It's like the annual alliance dinner.
The Pawnee annual alliance dinner.
I want to be there so bad. And so they all start to arrive, and she has it set up very formal. It's like long tables, catered, waffles.
Very like regal.
Very regal.
Waffles.
And they're having they're starting business first.
Yeah, business first.
And the whole time Leslie's trying to like get some icebreakers in there. Like so
and
girls,
everyone's looking at her like,
if you could be an animal, what would you be and why?
Tiana goes, I would be a frog.
Yeah. Katara's like, I'd be a whale.
Oh no.
Water? I don't
Water,
know.
yeah.
Anyway, it would be real fun.
It would fun.
And it has to happen in Pawnee.
It has to.
Yeah. Because Leslie would want full control.
Okay. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lil Sebastian might even R.I.P. R.I.P. Lil Sebastian.
R.I.P. God rest.
Yeah.
This was fun.
This was a good one.
This was another great Podcast Pals episode. Tell us if you like this.
Yeah.
Listeners, tell us if you're into this. Because if you're not, we'll still do it.
Because we're having a blast.
We'll still do it, but at least we'll know
if you're into it. Also, like we want, we were talking about it. Maybe next time we plan to do a Podcast Pal, we'll put something like up on our Instagram story, or you guys can write in fictional,
or not a poll, to write in to suggest fictional characters. Yeah, so we can get some audience feedback. And audience participation.
Yeah.
So send in your. Next time we do it, we'll do.
Yeah, and if you suggest someone that like we're not familiar with, we will do the research.
We will do the research
to make sure that we know.
Man, that's intimidating, but we'll do it.
It's very intimidating.
We'll do it.
Yeah, but I think it could be really fun and expand our horizons.
Totally.
Which we love.
We love expanding our horizons.
We love learning.
Thank you for listening. This is the end of Podcast Pals Volume 2. Or whatever we're calling it. Whatever it is.
I don't know.
Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Follow us on the socials. Please email us at weusedtolivetogether@gmail.com. Send in, like we always say, send in your stuff. Send us anything. Yeah. Like we always say, send us anything.
Honestly.
Good or bad. Because we want to hear from our audience.
Are you guys even there? We don't know.
Hello?
Is this thing on?
Wow. Okay. We need to end this before we get.
I need to eat.
I'm starving.
Yeah.
It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.
Bye.